Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, way up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friend, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and say sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late.
Alright, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everyone, I wanted to come tap in with everybody. Let me see what's up in the chat. Brandy, what's good? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm on my way to Maine. Uh-oh. Shut-town in the house. For real. What's good, sis? There go my little sis, Spikey. Little sis in the building for sure. My brother Brooklyn in the house. Yo, Matthew, what's going on? That's my aviator right there. That's the aviator right there. For real. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this the 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and say sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably $sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Important phone call came through. So let's tap in. All right. So, yeah, shout out to Matthew. That's the aviator right there. The aviator. Uh-oh, there go the queen. Nadia in the house. Nadia, what up? Tell my boy Kenny, I said, roof. For real. But listen, I wanted to come tap in because right now I'm rolling and I got my Beats by Dre headphones on, so it might sound, you might hear the AC blowing on it. You know what I mean? So hopefully it's clear. Let me turn it. I just wanted to come drop some jewels about trucking, life, and how people deal with adversity. And life. So for all of those that might be sitting home or you're here, you stuck over here, you stuck on this load, you stuck on that load, you have issues with this load, you're not making this type of money, If you go in this particular field, you're not making this type of money if you do this. Well, I'm here to clear up a lot of the stuff because that's just what I do. From my own experience being in the game for 9 years, I can hear Nadia saying, yeah, I've been in the game for 9 minutes. So that part. Shout out to Brandy, she a female truck driver. Shout out to all the female truck drivers that's out here doing their thing, stacking their coins, stacking that bread. So this is not an easy industry. It's male dominated, and shout out to all of the future female drivers that's looking to come into trucking. Early congratulations on those who study and to take their tests that want to come out here and drive big rigs, that want to get out here and drive tankers or do flatbed or do refrigerated freight. This game is wear and tear on your body. A lot of times you will find yourself being out here on the road, being in this truck, because you ain't got nothing but time to drive and think. Oh, Dope Low in the house. My brother in the house. Dope Low, what up? I ain't even see you, brother. I'm rolling. So I just got the phone on the mount. Bluetooth. And I know a lot of people sit home and they watch a lot of YouTube trucking videos. I look at the analytics. I've been in this game 9 years. I've been on YouTube since the beginning of me going to Roadmasters. And everyone deals with adversity in trucking differently. Some have level heads and they be like, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. Like me. I'm transparent. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Right? And I do this to help current drivers and future drivers. Now, me being in the hole, I was down by 13,000, right? $13,067.87. Y'all heard it correctly. I don't think I'm speaking German. $13,067.87. Okay. Now, some people gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. How the hell that happened, son? Well, that's why I'm on here dropping these jewels. Because, some people think their situation is bad until you hear someone else's situation. You be like, oh, damn. Right? Now, the reason why I bring this up is, if you watched any of my other videos when I was in the shop, the hotel, and I had a $7,000 shop bill. I was walking from the window to the door to the window to the door, getting my steps in, right? I'm like, I ain't worrying about it, whatever. You think I'm stressed? Hell no, right? Not at all. Now, some people's gonna get that type of debt, and they're gonna everything is gonna be a complaint. They're just gonna complain. They're gonna allow their mind to take off on them. They're not breathing. You gotta breathe. You gotta life. And it's not you, it's how you handle what happens to you. Yo, Tay, what up? Right? And people sit back and they're like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of struggling. But they could be struggling because they're not good with their finances. They haven't figured out what number they hit for the week as far as trips go. Now, I'm on the operator. I'm not running under my own authority, so I'm going to put that out there. I'm not running under my own authority. I'm under another carrier's authority. That's fine. Don't allow that to discourage you because you hear this. Oh, you ain't a full-fledged owner-operator unless you're running under your own authority. At the end of the day, the goal is for you to build the life that you want. You're not out here driving to build the life for someone else that's criticizing what you do. Now, whatever I say in this live, you take what you need and you use what you need and you can discard the rest. If none of this apply to you, then find something else to go do with your time. This ain't your part of the show. So, entering in the trucking, I had a 3-drop load that I picked up out of Ohio. I'm still editing the video, and y'all gonna know I ran into an issue with the 3-drop load. Multi-drops is an issue. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Welcome to trucking. This is what it is. Even a 1-and-1, right? A 1-and-1 is one pick, one drop. You pick up from one location, you drop in another location. Right? So, sometimes being a company driver, being a lease driver, being an owner operator, you do a multi-drop, you're going to run into problems. The shipper can hold you up, kill your clock. You might not make the first delivery. And if you remember in one of my previous videos, I said I had a blueberry load that I picked up, and the first delivery on the 3-drop, they rejected the product on the first delivery. Now what? Now I got to reach out to the broker because now we got OS&D, which is overshort or damage. Nadia, put that in your notes. OS&D. Overshort or damage. Note it. Now, you can't go and make the second delivery because you got to wait until either, and this also applies to company drivers. You got to reach out to your dispatcher. Your dispatcher got to reach out to the broker so they can tell you what to do with the product. Now, what they might try to do is arrange for the second location to see if they would take it, or they're going to have you discard of the product. And all of this product is insured. So I don't have loads where they rejected ice cream. No, it was like, not ice cream. It was like coffee, cold coffee. They rejected a pallet of coffee. You know, the one in the container you could put in the refrigerator. Rejected that. I had a refrigerator in my truck at the time. So I took a few cartons, put it in my refrigerator. I ain't drink that type of coffee, but hey, I was like, listen, we getting rid of it. I'm taking some carts, right? Gave some to truck drivers at the truck stop and found the dumpster and got rid of the rest. They did it with ice cream. I see them do it with ice cream. I see them do it with chicken. So, as you sitting home and you contemplating on, damn, I want to go get in the trucking, but I keep hearing about this company. Don't work for this company. Don't work here. Don't work here. Right? Shay, what up, Shay? Right? Don't work here. Don't work there. Trucking will have you frustrated. Sure will. Not every day is a good day in trucking. Not every day is a motivating day in trucking. Some days you tired. Some days because you just ran a 1,500-mile trip. Right? So if you're looking to come into trucking, yeah, it's good money in trucking. It's very good money. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it ain't no money in trucking, because then I'll be lying. But you got to pay your dues. And you got to make smart decisions, and you got to do your homework. And you might not get to the money right away. There's things that you have to go through. Right? Don't compare your situation to none of us on YouTube. That's why I never talk about money on my channel, because I don't want people who's watching me that's home, that's looking to come into trucking and say, oh, damn, Sinnizter said he just made this, and then you come in this game and you think that's the money you're going to make, and you might not make that money, and then you be running back over here to my channel talking about, Sin, I heard you say you made this, but I'm not making that. This ain't got nothing to do with experience. Let me tell you why. Yo, Sean, what up? You're dropping a load in New Hampshire. I'm on 84 right now, heading eastbound. I'm on my way up to Maine. But I'm gonna be stopping here in Massachusetts at the TA. So back to what I was saying, it's money in trucking. But you got to come out here, and there's different avenues in this game. You can go anywhere in trucking and make money. And every field in trucking has its ups and downs, and it has its pros and cons. Yes, please hit that like button. Share me out. If you don't want to share me out, just hit the like button. That's it. I ain't asking for no donations. I ain't asking for no super chats. I ain't asking for no cash apps. None of that. Just hit the like button. That's it. So every area in trucking has its issues. So a lot of y'all know when I first started, I started at Warner. I started on Drive Van, pulling Walmart. First, I had a regular Warner trailer, and then my dispatcher over at Warner, she transferred me over to the Walmart account to give me more money. I appreciate it, Shot Time. Thank you. Thank you. And right, Brenda, you know I'm going to tell it. So I went over, I started doing Walmart videos. I might still have some of those videos up. Remember, some of my videos got deleted back in the days. Long story, I ain't going to even go over that. But anyway, I left Warner, I went to Night. And that's when I first started doing refrigerated freight. Ever since I started doing refrigerated freight, this is where I stayed. I love reefer. You know why? Because now that I'm on this stage of where I'm at, and I didn't just get here overnight. I had to go through my trials and tribulations of this game. I went through the, pushing this company, pushing that company, leaving that company with nothing, leaving that company with nothing. As far as trucks go, I left with nothing. But me leaving those companies, I left with tons of knowledge. And every transition I made in trucking gave me a new level of knowledge. Now, I'm not buying the truck right now. I'm leasing my truck. I'm not buying the truck. Because soon as, and if, and when, if I have an issue, I'll take it right back to them and grab me another lease. Now, this is not to discourage anybody from going to buy a truck. And this is not to discourage anybody from leasing the truck. At the end of the day, you're not out here to impress me or anybody you see here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and whatever social media websites that'll pop up in the near future. Your goal is to get out here and grind for you. And if you got a family, you grind for your wife and your kids. Your moves, you keep selling. Not everybody's rooting for you. Not everybody gonna pat you on your back. And not everybody gonna want you to win. If you decide to come in the truck, you want to do YouTube, please respect the critics. Not everybody gonna like you. Not everybody gonna follow you. Do what you do. You have your own story to tell. Now, my trials and tribulations in trucking, I talk about what I go through and how I handle it, because a lot of times when your truck go down and you got to go stay at a hotel, ain't no money coming in. And so for all of the new drivers that's looking to come into trucking, when your wheels is not turning, you not earning. See, people get into trucking and they get stuck with this. They think money is always going to be the same in trucking. And money fluctuates in trucking. Rates go up, rates come down. Never get caught out here thinking you're going to always get the same pay all the time. Freight moves according to the economy. But you got to keep moving. And when you start, when the fuel went up, rates went down. My fuel just recently was $2,300. This week in my settlement, when I looked, I spent $1,660. That's $1,660, and I forgot what the cents was. Now, some drivers had to turn in their trucks, go company. Some drivers parked their trucks and went company. And some of us stayed out here and kept running and said, you know what? I ain't come this far to stop now. And that was me. And then the other driver who said, you know what? I ain't come this far to stop now. But see, the problem is, and here's the problem. A lot of us come from where we wasn't making that type of money. So when they get out here and they start seeing $1,200, $1,500, they get that hot pocket. I call it hot pocket, because as soon as the money hit their pocket, they got to spend it. But I understand why. So now it's my responsibility to come on here and say, all right, now you spend all your money and you splurged all your money. But what happens when life comes? What happens when life shows up and kick you in the rear? Right? What happens when life come and give you a blow? Like a lot of drivers from across different platforms and YouTube, Some is out here 2 months. I ain't been back to the city to see my family since November. Now, some people is not going to do that, and that's not for me, and that's not to make it seem like I'm bragging. But guess what? Things happen. I tap in, I call on the phone, I can FaceTime. My family like, listen, do what you got to do. We know what you got to do. Now, some people's not going to be able to do that. They got wives back home. They got husbands back home. Some don't have a wife. Some don't have husbands. Some don't have girlfriends. Some don't have boyfriends. It's just them. So when you start falling back on your debt and you're a professional truck driver, you got to grind. You can't take off, especially when your savings account, you don't even got $1,000 saved up. How many people in your family you can reach, you can call and say, hey, can you slide me $1,000 real quick? And you know you got to pay that back because it's only right, because everyone else have their issues. Your credit card back up on you out here. Your bills back home back up on you. Your cell phone bill is late because this week you're not getting the check, and it's going to happen. Loads, you're not going to always get your loads in on time. Welcome to trucking. I had a whole perfect storm happen to me. Weeks where I only got one trip in, I'm in the hole. Again, for everybody that's coming in the chat, I'm in the hole. But do you hear me stressing? Not at all. Not at all, baby. Not at all. Because I'm in my money maker. I know what I need to do. This is not the time for me to take off and take off a whole week. This is not the time for me to say, hey, you know what? I'm going back to the city and go get me a rental car when I know my credit card bill is up. When I know my business account is in the negative. And there's a series of events why that happened. Right? And not everybody going to tell you this because they don't want to be looked at a certain way. They don't want to seem like, you know, everybody doing good. Everybody doing good. Nah, not everybody going to tell you they messed up. Not everybody going to tell you in the hole. Well, goddamn it, I'm going to tell you I'm in the hole. But guess what? I moved money. I moved money. You know what I did? I got out here and I turned my truck into a rolling library. I listen to audiobooks. When I'm sitting down and I'm eating dinner or I'm having breakfast at a truck stop, I'm on my phone and I'm watching investment videos. I taught myself how to invest. So guess what happened when I went in this hole? I went right up in my stock account and sold stocks. And guess what? Not once. I've been in a hole since March. Not once. I took a cash advance from my pocket. I did take the cash advance because I had to get a tire changed. Right? But not a cash advance for my pocket. I took the cash advance to get a tire change. There's a difference. So, people get out here, and the money that we put up as truck drivers, when that fuel went up, when the war, when Russia and Ukraine started that war, that's when fuel went up. I have people that came to my channel and said, hey, Sin, I had to sell my BMW. I had to sell my Benz to feed my family. Who knows how long it took for that brother to sit there and work and work and work to get the car that he always wanted, to turn around and have to trade it in. But he got it once, he'll get it again. Some people was out here with no savings, have no clue of budgeting. Sit here, want to knock someone else for making a certain amount of money. But see, money that you might consider enough might not be considered enough by another individual. So if someone say, hey, I made a $1,200 check this week, someone here on YouTube gonna be like, that ain't no money. But then someone here on YouTube can also say, oh damn, that's some bread right there. But see, what you gotta understand is everybody got different financial obligations, different financial responsibilities. And when you out here and you trucking and you dealing with your truck going down, or you got to sell your truck. Remember, I just sold my truck, right? Fat Daddy in the house. What up, Fat Daddy? Fat Daddy says, send back with dropping the jewels. Yeah, Fat Daddy, I'm dropping jewels while I'm trucking. So, and shout out to Chi-Town, because I know she considering about getting in the trucking. So this will give you some jewels right here too, sis. You gotta prepare. You have to prepare for hard times, because they will come. They will come. And you can't help everybody else if you can't help yourself. The first person you got to get right is yourself. How you going to be able to help someone else in your family if you can't even help yourself? And if you can't help yourself, don't expect your family to be able to help you, because they struggling. They might not have it. Your friends might not have it. Also, you got to stand guard at the door on your mind when you're going through hard times, right? Shout out to, appreciate you, Chi-Town, becoming a member. Right? You got to stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not allow people to call you during the time when you going through things and they complaining about what's wrong and what's going wrong. Hey, yo, Too Raw. That's my brother from another mother. Too Raw. So, when you out here and you enter this field, for my new drivers who's even my experienced drivers, because drivers got 10 years, 15 years, don't mean they got it together. Some drivers fell on hard times. Some drivers was making so much money, they was tricking their money off. They was blowing their money. Listen, for all my truckers, they can tell you, they got casinos at the truck stops. They got gambling machines at the truck stops. If you go to a Love's truck stop, everybody that's truck drivers, when you go in Love's, don't they got it decked out? Love's is decked out. They got all the lighting and everything. They got all the different cables. If you go and look and you go by a truck stop, a Flying J, a TA Travel Center, a pallet, a petrol. Go look at the GPS. Go look at how much the GPS costs for a truck driver. $600 for a GPS. Truck stops is a vacuum cleaner for your pockets. Right, Brandy? Reserve, look, scaling your load out, it was, when I came in the game, it was $11. To scale your load out, right, to make sure you got legal weight, it's $13 now. Like, inflation is real. Right? The parkings, some of the TAs, half the parking lot is reserved parking, and it'd be $14. Your shower, if you at a truck stop and you don't got no shower credits, your shower can cost you $13. We spend tons of money out here. We spend tons of money out here. Eating at a TA will cost you $17, depending on what you're eating. Depending on what you're eating. They sell drones at the truck stop. They sell teddy bears. They sell toys. Yep. And it's all soon as you walk in the building. So when you out here and you doing trucking and you making this money, you have to go educate yourself financially. Savings accounts is not going to do it. I'm going to move my investment videos because my members for investment course, they got out of it. So I'm going to do a video, I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to show y'all investing, but you got to be a member to see it. I'm going to use my phone to do it. I try not to pair my phone because, you know, it just goes through your data. So when I went in the hole, I had stocks over here. I have a stock count over here. I got a stock count over there. I got an online saving account over there. I got an online saving account here. And every time when everything was good and everything was flowing, I sat there and made sure I moved money. Move that money. Make sure you're making that money work. Because the goal is to get to a point where you can learn. If you learn how to do investing, that's good, because then while you sleep, you earn, your money's working for you. So you can make good money out here that can set your future up, but you have to educate yourself. You got to be smart with the way you utilize your money. It ain't never too late to start working towards your financial freedom. Now, you ain't got to do it every day. Listening to audio books or watching video. Some people like to watch other things on YouTube. Some people got every movie app on their damn phone. Right? I work hard. I had plans of going on vacation this year. Guess what? It got scrubbed. Does that mean I'm not going to be able to go on vacation at some point? No. Because right now, this is just what we are in right now. This is just that time frame of what I'm in. So You know, you go through these trials and tribulations in life. And I've been down and out before. So me losing my mind and being aggravated about not getting, you know, trips in for a certain amount of weeks. I got 1 trip in 1 week, then 2 trips the next week, and I still owe from the week before and the week before. I've been there. My debt was just $13,000 until this week. I just paid off one of my bills I had, and now I'm down to where I'm at. $11,993.57. And you know why I tell y'all that? Because even I run into issues. But you see how I'm handling it? I'm out here running. It ain't always going to be perfect. Never. And if you think you're going to always be able to get that consistent back to back, something is going to happen sooner or later. And if it don't, great. That's your time. You build up your savings account. Open up multiple savings accounts. It's called the bucket, what is it? Bank bucketing or something like that. Where you can open up multiple savings account under one savings account. You can have a savings account for your vacation. You can have savings account for your car, your down payment for a car. You can have a savings account for your truck. You can have your savings account for your taxes. You can have your savings account for your maintenance. You can have your savings account for your rent. And then when you do get good checks, put an extra payment on your cell phone bill. Pay your cell phone bill up in 2 months. Because then if something happened the next month, right? I just finished paying my storage up to September. So this month, right? I paid last month, this month. Next month is when I pay storage again. So if something happens this month, I'm still sitting on money because of my financial decisions I made with my money. I moved money around. I ain't leave it in one place. I made it go work. I made money. My money made money, and my money made interest, and my interest made money. For real. Everyone is, listen, when I first got into investing, I was watching a couple on YouTube. I saw what they was investing. I gambled. I started with $5. I started copying the blueprint. Copy the blueprint. Build from the blueprint. Someone already did it ahead of you. All you got to do is go study the blueprints. Find someone that speaks to your learning curve. At the end of the day. So, getting out here, becoming a professional truck driver, this is what you sign up for. You sign up to be away from home. You sign up to miss special events. You sign up and might not get home for Thanksgiving. You sign up and might not get home for Christmas. Because you can go to some companies and they'll say, we can't have you out for both holidays. And all of my professional drivers know this. You might be a company driver. It happened to me at night. Night said you can't have both holidays. Either you pick Thanksgiving, you go home for Thanksgiving, or you go home for Christmas. Which one you want? I went home for Thanksgiving because that's big. That's a bigger holiday for me. and my family. I haven't studied Bitcoin. I don't get into cryptocurrency. And then when you look into coming to trucking, when I first started looking to come into trucking, I watched a lot of YouTubers ahead of my time that was here before me. And they was like, yo, don't go work for CR England. Don't go work for Prime. Don't go work for Swift. Don't go work for Warner. Don't go work for Nike. Don't go work for this company. Don't go work for that company. And I'm at the house and I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about going here, but I heard this person say that. All right, Spikey, right? I heard this person say, yo, don't go work for this company. I heard this person say, don't go work for that company. But guess what? That's their experience. Don't take on someone else's reality. Don't take on someone else's problem. I would refund, right? Because I could turn my refrigerator unit off and grab a dry load, and I could turn my refrigerator unit on and grab food on me right now. I just got out of date. On my way. I'm already 5 hours and 58 minutes from my delivery. I got to drop this at 5 in the morning. It's 3 o'clock. I'm early. You know why I'm early? You know why I'm moving like this? Because I'm motivated because my debt coming down. Use that debt as your motivator. It's all right, Nadia. Don't worry about it. I know you virtually trucking. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it. So, oh, okay. How it sound? It sounded good. Give me a 1 in the chat. Sounding good. You know I'm actually rolling, so it's gonna go in and out. See, right? You're gonna come out here. You gotta have your goals. You gotta have your goal. You gotta have your goals. Sometimes, you know, you get caught up because you see everybody else at a certain stage and they trucking career and you want to be there already. And it might not be your time to be there because there's things that you got to go through that you need to learn as an individual. Can you get a house being a truck driver? Sure can. Can you get you a nice car being a truck driver? You sure can. Can you take vacation and cruises and fly first class? You sure can. But what comes to get the point? The late driving when it's raining, the gloominess, when it's hot, traffic, back to back, being stuck at a shipper, being stuck at a delivery, dealing with multi-drops, dealing with brokers, dealing with disrespectful dispatchers, dealing with companies that soon as they don't like what you do, they can get rid of you and replace you just like that. Because soon as you empty that truck out, by the end of the day, by the end of the week, they got somebody already sitting their butt in that seat. These truck schools is breeding farms for drivers. It's always the driver that's right behind you that's getting ready to come sit right in your seat. You constantly late on your loads. Guess what? They will send you areas and they'll force you to quit. They'll force you to quit. These companies will starve you out and force you to quit. Aggravate you enough to force you to quit. And not everybody is meant to have their own authority. Not everyone is meant to be an owner operator. Not everyone is meant to be lease purchase. Not everyone is meant to do lease. Some people is meant to just be company drivers and need the help of a dispatcher. And not everybody want to be an owner operator. Not everybody want their own authority, and not everybody want to buy a truck. Don't allow anybody to like what matters to you. I got a check for you. You out here doing what you and you decide to go or don't forget where you came from. And he was a trainer. And you was making $1,200 or $1,300 or $1,000. Some people don't want that responsibility. That's all right, Fat Daddy. I might sound like R2-D2. That's because I'm rolling. I'm out here getting my bread. I'm out here on my grind. You feel me? So people forgot how far they came. Too raw. What up? People forgot how far they came and where they came from. I would never sit and tell a driver, if a driver say, yo, Sin, my check was $1,200, I would never put my lips before and say, most the financial responsibility back home. $1,200 to a person might just be what they happy with. Who am I to say, oh, that ain't enough money? Now, if a person say, hey, Sin, I made $1,200, can I make more than $1,200 in trucking? Then I'll say, you sure can, but it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, everyone will show you all the good stuff. They'll show you all the good stuff. Right? They'll show you all the good times. Oh, I got this check this week. I made $1,500 this week. I made 16. I made 1,800. Right, Two Raw? Two Raw's a truck driver. And then when you out here, if you're doing YouTube, I don't discuss money on my channel because then that bring along the pocket watches. And then, you got people that automatically just take you on as a competition. Someone is going to come try to knock you. Oh, you can't make that in trucking. You can't do that in trucking. Ain't no way you seeing that type of money in trucking. Oh, you a company driver. Oh, you leasing your truck. Oh, you ain't no full owner operator. Listen, it don't matter. What matters is what I want to do and where I'm going in life and what I want for my family. And what Two-Roll wants for his family. And what Brandon wants. And what Stocktown wants. And what Sadie wants. Some always going to have an opinion on that. You know what I realize? A lot of people that get up, their opinion, God, you know, you should tell you that you don't even some people Okay, I'm back in here. I'm back in here. Okay, I'm back. Y'all know I'm rolling. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I did not think about doing this while I was sitting and doing my 30-minute break because I just had that overwhelming feeling, and God said, Sin, I need you to speak to the people. I said, all right, Lord, use me, talk through me, let me get the message out. Yeah, so let me backtrack because I don't know where I went out at. You got people that'll tell you, oh, I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. And they write and they imposing their fears onto you. Right? Everyone imposing their fears onto you because they're afraid to take that step. And then when you down and out, that's when you really learn who your real friends are. That's when you really learn who your real friends are. Your phone becomes silent. You gotta check your phone because all of a sudden you want to make sure your phone ain't sitting on silence. But as soon as you back up and you doing good, oh, you got the homie will call you. One of your cousins will call you. One of your family members will call you. They'll sit there and start showing up on your social media. Yo, oh, they'll pop up out of nowhere. And then as soon as you look out for some family members, oh, they don't pop up no more. You don't hear from them no more. All right, I got you. I see you for your works. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Right? Sometimes, even the people you with, I sit there and try to, no. That's why you got to get with someone who's going to push you. Because a lot of times, I know me, I'm a Cancer, I analyze a lot. I do a lot of analyzing. My Cancers already know certain Cancers, go-getters, they, in the words of Nadia, foot the pavement. I'm the analyzer. So I'll analyze the hell out of something. I'll sit in my head with it. But at some point, you got to get out of that. It takes time when you got an idea or you want to start a business or you want to do something. You are the reason it's not happening because you standing in your own way. I've done this. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Your mind sometimes is your own worst enemy. Your mind to sit there and be like, no, that's kind of hard. I don't know if we can do that. But at some point, you got to take that leap. You got to take that risk. Because when everything is comfortable in life, you do not learn when everything is comfortable. Think about all the times when your money was right. Everything was good. You wasn't worrying about really going hard, grinding. You got money, you swiping your debit card, you chilling, you hanging out. But as soon as hard times hit, now you in a whole different mindset. You got a different mindset. You like, yo, I got to get this bread up. Hey, yo, Too Raw, how we doing? We got to get this bread up. Nadia, what? We got to get this bread up. We got to make some things happen. We done tap bank accounts. I got to get this bank account built back up. I done tap my savings account. I got to get that built back up before the next situation in life occurs. You got to get that bread built back up. You got to. So being in this game, as far as a professional truck driver or whatever field you are in, you have to always put money away for emergencies because you could be homeless tomorrow. You could lose your job tomorrow. Your company can close down tomorrow. Your company can file bankruptcy. Your office can close. Your job can relocate. Now what? You might move to a different state. But you got to start having financial game plans. Who's trying to go get houses? Interest rates is high right now, right? But do that mean you don't start putting money away towards the house? All right, you might not be going for the loan right now, but that don't mean you don't put money away. But first, you got to take care of your debt. Come on, Turo. Speaking fear, I got you, Turo. I'm gonna go into touching that. Fear is the ball and chain. Fear will change the game on you. Fear will keep you from that next $1,000 you can get. Fear will keep you from being able to make the money you want to pay your rent, pay your cell phone, pay your Con Edison bill instead of sitting in the light. Tell me I got some candles I've been waiting to burn. So fear is a mindset. Fear is what it's because you don't know what the future holds. It's the fear of the unknown. But the majority of y'all learn how to make some things happen when bills get crazy and you're back against the wall. You like, yo, I got to make some things happen. I know what I need. I'm not losing my mind over $13,000 in the hole. You know why? Because I'm already equipped with experience from life, from being in the hole before. So what are you stressing? This ain't the first time you've been down and out. And this might not be the last time you down and out, depending on your financial decision. The only one that can let you more things in life that's going to make you complain. The more, you feel me? That's what you're dealing with. You don't know designing your life. As I ask, I say, yo, you got a vision board? What about having pictures in your phone of the type of house you want to get your family? You You can't change the three-dimensional world. See, people exhaust energy in the three-dimensional world and they exhaust themselves working hard. But have you ever just sat back and thought about sitting in your head and picturing you having a bigger paycheck? Because everything starts with a thought. And if you like, damn, I'm always running into this issue, and you magnifying your problem. You added energy to your problems. Right? When my truck went down and my engine went out, Nadia said to me, Sin, sit still. Nadia said, Sin, sit still. I wasn't going crazy, but she just said, Sin, sit still. Something's coming. Something big is about to happen. Just sit still, listen to the universe. And I sat still. And guess what? I'm back rolling with a different truck. I left one level of making a certain amount of money to getting a higher paying rate and made more money. But guess what? My truck had to go. My engine had to go out for me to reach this level of where I'm at. Now I'm at this level. Now this level is going to take me to the next level of the things that I'm asking and I'm meditating on. And I'm not speaking on what it is that I want, because when you put what it is that you want and what you're trying to achieve, it takes the energy out of it. And not everyone wants you to accomplish that because they don't got that. If you are trying to go for a house, keep it to yourself. If you're trying to get you a brand new car, keep it to yourself. If you plan on leaving your current job to go to another job, keep it to yourself. Because sometimes you letting it come out your mouth, you take the steam off it. Oh, now they says Sin facts. Sin speaking facts. Facts. Facts over the paper, Sin. You speaking facts. Not everybody gonna agree with your decisions. And get you a night and if you do surround yourself with people who want more. Because motivation don't last. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Motivation don't last. But when you stay consistent, the consistency, I heard this from Jim Jones, so shout out to Jim Jones. Because I don't want to make it seem like this is my saying. This is Jim Jones. I heard this from Jim Jones, the rapper. When you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Because consistency is going to bring back the motivation. Don't tell nobody. Too Raw said, don't tell nobody. And a lot of times in life, you have to go through that rock. You have to go through something in life. Because there's learning. Don't always look at every bad situation as a bad situation. What can you learn from that situation? You know what I learned from being in a hole? 13,000. Well, I'm not at 13,000 no more. I'm at 11,000. Right, Too Raw. Pops. Don't tell nobody. You know what I learned by being in a hole? Continue to put up more money. always move your money. Invest more. Invest more. Don't let nobody tell you where you should work. Go where you please and do what you want. Don't never allow yourself to get to a point in life where you sitting back and you be like, damn, what if? You never want, I never want to get in my later years and sit back and say, damn, what if? And if you decide not to make a move and you're comfortable in the comfort zone, don't be mad at where your life is at. Because your life is only going to change when you decide to change your mentality. Period. You can't change the outer world until you change what your mentality is. When you start inserting brand new levels of knowledge into your mind, when you start reading more about investing, you start changing the dynamics of your life. And if you don't read and you don't study, you operating on the same operating system from last year and the year before and the year before that. Yep. You operating on Windows 98. God damn it. Windows 98. We up to the 2000s, we in 2022. You have not upgraded your operating system since then. Damn it. And then you wonder why you haven't really went nowhere. Now, things happen. Things happen. And everything has a divine time for things to happen. And sometimes you're going to take a setback. But that setback might be a setback for a setup for something better. So there's always going to be those that always complain. Fine. They I had to blow my horn. There was someone driving by me with their arm out the window. And it wasn't kids, it was grown adults. So some people will find, you can say, oh, it's sunny out and the sky is blue, and they'll have a whole attitude. Oh, it's always sunny over there. It's always cloudy over there. It's always hot. Someone always find the littlest things and make it into one big issue. And it's not even that serious. But you know what? Some people love, hey, Nadia, what we call that? Oh, the pity party. Oh, it's me. Why me? Too wrong. It's called the pity party, right? Too wrong. Why me? Yep. Oh, it's always me. Why me? It's always me. And you know what? It will always be you because you just spoke it into existence. I'm always, and you gotta really understand, death of the tongue. Be careful what you speak about. Be careful what you put energy into on what it is that you speak about, because then you bring it about. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. And some of y'all might be going through something right now. Your money might be messed up right now. You might be in between jobs right now. You might be in between career changes right now. You might be in between relationships right now. You might be in between friendships right now. But all of this is for a reason. All of this is for a reason. And you might not understand it right now. But eventually the answer will come. Thank you, Nadia. You might not understand why you're going through what it is you're going through. But eventually the answer will show up. And that day gonna come and you're gonna be like, oh, damn, now I realize, now I know why. Many times, that happened to me many times. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is walk away from people you love because you gotta let them fall on their face. Sometimes you see things for people and you see great things for them, but they don't see the greatness in themselves. They might not see the greatness in themselves. You see it. You hear their ideas. They tell you their ideas. They tell you what they're going to do. They tell you their game plan. Yeah, I'm rolling, so I ain't in there playing around with I ain't in there touching buttons. I got my headset on, so I ain't in there looking for links and stuff like that. But yeah, next time I will drop the link. Because everyone got a story. Everybody got trials and tribulations. Everybody lost somebody. Everybody done lost money. At some point in life, somebody in the family done stole from you. Every family got an addict. Shit. It's always somebody in the family. You be telling them, yo, go do this, try. They don't want to. And you tell them 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 again and you tell them in the morning and you tell them at lunch and you tell them at and you tell them at dinner. You tell them on the weekend. And guess what? They still don't do it. Sometimes you got to let a person just walk their path. You can't protect them all the time. They can't protect you all the time. You can't worry about how your friends might look. How your friends might look at you in a certain way because you made a decision. You can't worry about how your family might look at you because you made a decision. This your life. You are the creator and the designer of your life. And if you live your life trying to please your friends and your family, you're going to have a miserable life because they're going to do what they want to do with their lives. So why not do what you want to do with your life? They might tell you, nah, I wouldn't make, yo, hell no, you bugging. Don't do that. But guess what? They might not do it. So they putting their fears onto you and talk you out of something you really want to do. You know the richest place on earth is the cemetery? You know how many people went to their grave with dreams and someone came along and said, oh, that's stupid. That's a dumb idea. I wouldn't do that. That's you just wasting your time. Not how many people gave up their passion because someone said, oh, you ain't good enough. Oh, you trying to make beats? Oh, you trying to rap? Oh, you trying to sing? Oh, you trying to be a dancer? Projection. Yes, Nadia, projection. They project their fears onto you. Thank you, Nadia. You read my mind. Cancers, we in tune. So people will project their fears onto you. If you ever listened to the interview with Jay-Z, Jay-Z said his uncle told him he'll never sell 1 million records. People will come, be all on your panel, be all in your chat, be subscribed to your channel, follow you on Facebook, follow you on Instagram, follow you on TikTok, follow you on Twitch. And you put something up, and they take it and they run with it, and they'll go somewhere else and be like, yo, this person think they can really do this. They really think they really making something happen. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't see this going anywhere. But guess what? They have not posted one thing on their page of what they doing. Because see, when you got goals and you wake up in the morning, you're responsible. You have a responsibility that you have to live up to. See, when a person wake up and they come to your page or they come in your life or it be family and they criticizing you, that requires no energy. They get up and they do it with ease. That don't require no dedication. They can come and do that easy. But they don't hold themselves to a higher level of responsibility to making sure they accomplish their goals. But they'll come and make sure they try to knock you for yours. Sure will. Sure will. So at the end of the day, on my final few notes of this, don't allow someone else's outcome in trucking, at your job, and whatever professional field you are in to deter you from going for that supervisor position. Damn it! If you want to be a manager at a Subway, a Burger King, a McDonald's, go for it. Yes, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If you want to be a manager and you want to go be a manager at McDonald's, next time you in McDonald's, even if that's not what you want to do, look it up and see what they bringing in each year as a salary. McDonald's ain't like it used to be back in the days. McDonald's never was $15 back in the days. And if you worked at McDonald's back in the days, you worked at a McDonald's that was nowhere near your neighborhood because you know your friends would clown you. You worked at a McDonald's where you had to take a bus and a train. You worked far enough where you know your people ain't coming into McDonald's. And some of y'all worked at a McDonald's or Burger King that was close to your hood, and your people came and seen you and they still gave you love. Yo, what up? Yo, hook us up. Yo, come see me 10 o'clock tonight. I got you. You get extra fries. Your people, I used to work at McDonald's. Yup. I got a whole story I can tell you about McDonald's. I'll go into it on another live. But I worked at McDonald's. I've been a security guard. So if you're a security guard right now, you live in New York City, you live in New Jersey, you live in PA, you live in anywhere, and you're a security guard and you tired of sitting in the booth and you tired of working overnight, listen, you get your CDL, you can get a job in any state in the United States. You can move from your neighborhood. You can move from your neighborhood. But you gotta want to do this. And you gotta love driving. But if you scared, you ain't never gonna move. You ain't never gonna move. Oh, damn. Look who's in the house. Yo, G-Nut, what up? Thank you for coming through and blessing us with your presence. So, continue to push, keep climbing, stay motivated. Thank you, G-Nut. I appreciate that. Everybody got different financial goals in trucking. Not everybody's going to have the same income. Not everybody got the same expenses. Not everybody want to have a fleet of trucks. Not everybody want to book their own load. Not everybody want to be owner operators. Some people just want to be company drivers, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that if you're going to be a company driver, it's because that's what you want, and you're not living to the narrative of what everybody else is saying you should do. If that's what you want to do what you feel is in your heart to do. And not everyone is meant to be an owner operator. And not everyone is meant to run 3 months at a time, 4 months at a time, 5 months at a time. That's not everybody's calling. That's not everybody's grind. If you're able to go home every 3 weeks, congratulations. And if you're an OTR driver, don't worry about the local drivers coming to your YouTube channel talking about, oh, I'm home every day. I'm home every day. Okay, and congratulations. I'm happy for you. If you like it, I love it. Because some local drivers can't stand OTR drivers. Oh, I get to go home and sleep in my bed every day. Well, I'm sleeping in my bed too every day. I got a TV in my truck. You telling me what? What you telling me? Yeah, my goal is not to stay in trucking forever. And I'm working my plan. And if you ain't got a plan, then you plan to fail. So get your plan together and figure out what you're going to do. And keep it to yourself. And meditate on that plan. Be excited about your plan. Pat yourself on the back. Stop waiting for other people to come give you the congratulations. Stand in the mirror and congratulate yourself for how far you came, because you have your own obstacles that you know you got to get over. Ain't nobody perfect. I'm far from perfect. And on that note, I'm up here in Massachusetts on 84, and I don't know where the hell all this traffic came from. But Team RG, G Nation, stay up, keep pushing. And until next time, it's your boy Sinnizter, and I appreciate everyone coming through, showing love. And thank you for everyone who caught the replay and made it all the way to this part. If not, it's all gravy. Just hit that thumbs up. That's all I ask. I ain't asking for no donations. I ain't asking for no super chats. I ain't asking you to come join my Patreon. I ain't asking you to join me on Twitch. None of that. Love and light. Better yet, trucking and lights. And shout out to all my virtue truckers out there. Whoop, whoop. Until next time, y'all. Be safe. Be easy. Hold your heads up, y'all. Don't give up. Don't let nobody talk you out of your dreams. And if you fall off your goals, it's all right. You can always start over. It ain't never too late. Sometimes we fall, and we got to get back up and dust our knees off and get back to getting back to what it is that we love doing. So, everyone, have a good afternoon, a good evening, and shout out to my Raiders because tonight the Raiders is playing Jacksonville. So shout out to all my Raider fans out there, my Raider Nation. Y'all already know we everywhere.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and say sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong.